My dear students, how is your life going on? Really enjoyed the online sessions held by Victor's channel and the second bell held by our school. Here, friends, the first unit is entitled Glimpses of Green. You have come across a wonderful story of Ruskin Bond, Adventures in a Banyan Tree. Friends, now let me invite to another domain, which is a poem written by William Wordsworth. Friends, let me tell you more about William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth is one of the greatest romantic poet in English literature. Actually, he and his associate Samuel Taylor Coleridge, they established romanticism in English literature. Really, romanticism gives prominence to beauty of nature and steady nature and high level of imagination. Friends, really I am standing at the academic ambience of green ambience of Khmhss Valakkulam. Here you look this board, okay, it shows like this: steady nature, love nature, and stay close to nature. Actually, Wordsworth takes us to the world of nature through this poem. He glorifies the beauty of nature. So friends, before entering the lesson, let us watch a video, okay, that gives you a beautiful scenery of Europe. Okay, come on, watch. Students, watch this video. Now you are seeing a European countryside, United Kingdom, their landscape, their building, their houses, churches, other structures, roads and greenery, natural fencing, variety of trees, and all that can be. Actually, our author, our poet, William Wordsworth lives here in England. England, our English people, they usually maintain greenery that you can see here. They keep up specific lands. Such lands are called countries. Whenever they get free time, they visit these type of places, these type of countries, and enjoy their holidays. As a whole, we all would like to visit these type of places. Friends, here in Kerala also we have such beautiful landscape and scenery. So, really, friends, Lines Written in Early Spring is a poem written by William Wordsworth, and it shows that the relationship between man and nature, and man has to learn what the nature has done for us. Every occasion we forget the value of nature. Friends, let's watch the poem on the video. Before that, friends, let me introduce this poem consists of 6 quatrains. One quatrain is 4 lines.
Lines Written in Early Spring by William Wordsworth. I heard 1,000 blended notes, while in a grove I sate reclined, in that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. To her fair works did nature link the human soul that through me ran, and much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. Through primrose tufts, in that green bower, the periwinkle trailed its wreaths, and 'tis my faith that every flower enjoys the air it breathes. The birds around me hopped and played, their thoughts I cannot measure, but the least motion which they made, it seemed a thrill of pleasure. The budding twigs spread out their fan to catch the breezy air, and I must think, do all I can, that there was pleasure there. If this belief from heaven be sent, if such be nature's holy plan, have I not reason to lament what man has made of man?
Dear students, you have watched the video of this poem. How was it? Okay, good. Now I provide you time for a silent reading. Everyone should take your books, page number 13, and read silently the poem and try to comprehend the idea. Okay, have you read the poem? Now let me check your reading. I pose some simple question. Who is the speaker of the poem? Who will tell the answer? Yes, can you? Who is the speaker of the poem? Ah, very good. Wordsworth or the poet is the speaker of the poem. Next question. Where is the poet seated? Do you know the answer? Where is the poet seated? Okay, he is seated in a grove or a woodland or a forest. Okay. So what did he hear from what did the poet hear from the last one of the last bench? Tell the answer. What did the poet hear? Loudly, say loudly. Right answer. 1,000 blended notes. Okay, now let me give you the stanza explanation. Let's say I read the first stanza for you. I heard 1,000 blended notes, while in a grove I sate recline. In that sweet mood, when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. Friends, here what you can see, our poet, he is seated in a forest or a woodland. Actually, the word grove means a group of trees. In Malayalam, Maatottam, Maratottam, such words used. The poet is seated there. Because that was the greatest experience. Okay, have you ever been to jungle or a forest? Okay, what you can see there? Yeah, animals. You're right, birds. Okay, plenty of flora and fauna. Flora and fauna means sasya, jantu, jalagal, small living beings, the song of birds, the dancing of butterflies. A forest is the best place to visit. I heard 1,000 blended notes. Actually, the word blended means a mixture. Notes here means music. The poet here different sounds from the forest. The sounds of insects, the sounds of birds, the sounds of cricket. Okay, that made that atmosphere so beautiful. While in a grove I sit recline. Grove in a forest, woodland, the poet seated. Sit is the second form of all the usage of sat. Sit, sat, sat. The poet sat in a recline. Recline is a lying back, chari kidakkan on a wood. ഒരു മരത്തിൽ ചാരി കവി സന്തോഷവാനായിരിക്കുന്ന രംഗമാണ്. In that sweet mood means pleasant mood, happiest mood. Is full of pleasure. He is enjoying because of what? He is seated in the midst of beautiful nature or in the woodland. Suddenly what happens? He was full of happy. All of a sudden his mental state means mood has been changed to saddest thoughts. വേദനയിലേക്ക് ആ മനസ്സ് തെന്നി മാറാനും നമുക്ക് ചിലപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള ചില അനുഭവങ്ങളുണ്ടാകും. സന്തോഷിച്ചിരിക്കുമ്പോഴേക്കും പെട്ടെന്ന് സങ്കടത്തിൻ്റെ വേദന നമുക്ക് പലപ്പോഴും പിടികൂടും. ഓക്കെ, വാട്ട് അബൌട്ട് ദാറ്റ് സാഡ് തോട്ട്സ്? ദാറ്റ് ദ സെക്കൻഡ് സ്റ്റാൻസ റിവീൽസ് സെൻസസ്. You know, to her fireworks did nature link. Nature is called her a feminine gender. Actually, the quality of a woman, the nature also have such qualities. You know, they are the symbol of patience. Women are the symbol of patience. Nature is also symbol of patience. In Malayalam we call Bhumi Mata. So always we recommend nature as a feminine gender. Here also, nature links human soul. Nature links the human soul that through me ran. Every human beings have soul. Even in me I have my soul. That soul is connected with, linked with the fair work of nature. Fair work means good work. Nature is always doing good works for us. Nature does a lot of good things for human beings. No, a Malayalam poem that's like this. Hanipavannum kilipattu pavadum, muripavannum tharichudagatum, irupavannum malargandame, tanna nashipikkunna manushyanu. The forest, the tree gives shade to to an axe-wearing man. Okay, a hunter is protected by the same nature. Everyone, nature is selfless, but human being is selfish. Friends, here the poet is grieved. The poet becomes sad because of the cruel deeds of man, dark deeds of man. The humans, actually the nature links us. Nature has connections. Okay, everyone, www. World Wide Web. Actually, this wide web is created by nature. Nature linked his activities with every beings. Okay, and much grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. Friends, whenever I think about the dark deeds of man, I become sad. മനുഷ്യന്റെ ദുഷ്ചെയ്തികളോട് എൻ്റെ ഹൃദയങ്ങൾ വേദനിച്ചു എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. എന്തൊക്കെ dark deeds? What are the cruel deeds does man do to nature? You know, friends, deforestation. What's the meaning of deforestation? Cutting of trees, okay, polluting water bodies, air, everywhere. You know, uncontrolled emission of carbon. These all causes great problem to earth. Yet the earth gives us whatever we need, provides us water, provides us oxygen, provides us light, everything it gives. Okay, but man is selfish, but nature is selfless. Then through the third stanza, poet takes us the rich flora of nature, rich vegetation of nature. In nature, every living beings live in harmony. Okay, what's harmony? സ്വരച്ചേർച്ചയിലാണ് എല്ലാ ജീവജാലങ്ങളും ജീവിക്കുന്നത്. The like this, through primrose tufts in that green bower, the periwinkle trail its wreaths, and it is my faith that every flower enjoys the air it breathes. Friends, primrose is a flower. It is usually blossomed in spring season. You know, it is in Malayalam, it is called Vasanta Kusuma. It's a pale yellow color flower. You can see on the screen is periwinkle and primrose. Okay, this primrose tufts means bunches, group of flowers growing together. In that green bower means green shelter, leafy shelter, valli kudil, pachila kudam. Look in our school, okay, at the courtyard of our school, there is a beautiful leafy shelter. There are children seated, parents, when parents come, they are seated. Okay, everyone enjoys that situation. Similarly, here in this green bower, in this leafy shelter, you can see primrose. So what is primrose? Primrose is a pale yellow color flower blooming in the spring season. And also periwinkle. Periwinkle is another wild plant, a small wild plant with the bluish flowers. So that is periwinkle, a small wild plant with bluish flowers. But they made that leafy shelter beautiful. Okay. And periwinkle trails its wreaths. That's what's a wreath. Wreath means arrangements of flower in a circle. Where you take wreaths? Usually we take wreaths to, okay, at funeral function. Okay. If a man died, we give the last presentation to a dead body. That is it. But here wreath doesn't mean that wreath. Here, these flowers together, periwinkle, primrose, and all other flowers growing together, ഒരുമിച്ച് വളർന്ന് ആ പച്ചയുടെ കൂടാരത്തെ, ആ പച്ചപ്പിൻ്റെ കൂടാരത്തെ അതിമനോഹരമാക്കിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. Here in this stanza, you can see the unity in diversity. Different types of flowers and plants, they grow together without any discord. യാതൊരു ശബ്ദം കൂടാതെ, പ്രശ്നമില്ലാതെ. But where is the problem? Who is the problem maker? We human beings are the problem makers. It is my faith that every flower enjoys the air it breathes. That means every flowers, they enjoy their life in this world. Okay? They are satisfied. So, through the fourth stanza, the poet takes us to the world of animal kingdom. The line starts like this: the birds around me hopped and played. Their thoughts I cannot measure, but the least motion which they made, it seemed a thrill of pleasure. Friends, in spring season, butterflies and birds, they are hopping from one plant to another. They are enjoying, they are merry making, they are extremely happy. ഈ ഭൂമിയിലെ സകല ജന്തുജാലങ്ങളാവട്ടെ സസ്യജാലങ്ങളാവട്ടെ വളരെ ഹാർമോണിയസ് ആയി സ്വരച്ചേർച്ചയിൽ സ്നേഹിച്ച് ഉല്ലസിച്ച് വളരുകയാണ്. ബേർഡ്സ് അറൗണ്ട് മീ ഹോപ്ഡ്. ഹോപ്ഡ് മീൻസ് ജംപ്ഡ്. ഹോപ്പ് a little 1 2 3 hopped and played. Their thoughts I cannot measure. Their thoughts, their feeling, it is immeasurable. I cannot measure. Extreme and it is goes beyond the boundaries. No one can measure their happiness because they have extreme happiness. Who have extreme happiness? Animals and birds. They are enjoying their life on the earth. But the least emotion is a very silly moment. A very silly moment which they made, which birds made. It seemed a thrill of pleasure. The fifth stanza. The budding twigs spread out of their fan to catch the breezy air, and I must do all I can that there was pleasure there. Friends, in nature, budding twigs. Budding twigs, budding, what is budding? You know, you heard the budding. Budding is a process. Budding here means new shoots, new shoots. Tender branches, okay, new uproots. That's budding twigs. Twigs means a branch. Spread out. Spread out is fan. Fan here means leaves. New branches, its leaves spreading out in the air. Okay. Why for what? To catch, to receive the breezy air. Breeze. Breeze means a soft wind, soft air, pleasant air. And I must do all I can. There was pleasure there. I'm sure the poet agrees that there must be pleasure. Where must be pleasure? In nature, in our human beings, enjoy the pleasures, enjoy the happiness. They have the happiness, but what about man? It doesn't have happiness. What is the reason? It is because of man. That is given in again in the last stanza. If this belief from heaven be sent, if such be the nature's holy plan, have I not reason to lament what man has made of man? You know, William Wordsworth says pleasure available. Actually, this pleasure, this happiness, this peace that has been sent from heaven, it is holy, it is godly, it is divine. Okay, this plan, what's plan? This nature gives happiness to every living being. That is the plan of nature. Okay, nature. If such be nature's holy plan, what is nature's holy plan? Nature fills everything with pleasure. Nature fills every living being with pleasure. So who destroys that holy plan? That you can see the last answer. Have I not reason to lament? Okay. Lament means weep. I have enough reason to lament. I have enough reason to cry because of the cruel deeds of man. What man has made of man. Manishan ചെയ്ത ക്രൂരത. You know friends, what are the activities, cruel activities? Even 2 weeks ago, you found that striking video that happened in America. A black American was brutally killed by a white American. Oh, entire world grieved on it. So this is happening every day in every part of the world. Man is selfish. He is destroying Mother Nature. Here, Wordsworth reminds us to live in harmony with nature. Nature is selfless. We also become selfless. So friends, enjoy the nature, protect nature, stay close with nature.
Okay, I pose some questions again to you. Who is the speaker of the poem? Yeah, William Wordsworth is the speaker of the poem. Okay, where is he seated? He is seated in a wood, in a grove. What are the flowers that decorates green bower? Is it rose? No. Is it jasmine? No. What are they? Yeah, primrose and periwinkle. Now let us discuss a few poetic techniques used in the poem. First friends, rhyming words. Okay, you know the rhyming words? Let us learn rhyming words used in the poem. The first stanza, you can see notes, thoughts, recline, mind. In first stanza, 2 pairs of rhyming words. Can you pick out other pairs of rhyming words in the second stanza? Link, think, ran, man. So friends, you list out the rhyming words of the poem. And what is the rhyme scheme used in this poem? Throughout the poem, the poet used a same rhyme scheme, that is A, B, A, B. First and third line rhyme each other, and second and fourth line rhyme each other. A, B, A, B. Friends, the poet used hyperbole. What is hyperbole? Hyperbole is over exaggerated statements. One example I give you. Okay, I had a tons of homework to be done. I have a tons, thousands of kilo. Actually, I have a tons of homeworks to be done. No, we exaggerating it. Like perippichu paraya. Okay, that's called hyperbole. In the first line you see here, I heard 1,000 blended notes. Actually, the poet didn't hear 1,000 sounds, but the poet said that I heard 1,000 notes. So the poet exaggerated that statement. Next one, personification. The poet uses personification in many contexts of this poem. Now first one, to her fair work did nature link. What is personification? Personification means giving human quality to non-human beings. Actually, usually works to be done. Her fair work. Nature is called her. Nature is addressing her. So that is an example for personification. Another example of personification, flower enjoys the air. Flower enjoys the atmosphere. Usually the flower doesn't enjoy. Human beings enjoy the atmosphere, but the poet uses flower as a person. So is also an example for personification. Third one, the budding tick catch the breezy air. Budding tick catch the breezy air. And friends, the poet used alliteration. Okay, what is alliteration? Repetition of initial consonant sounds in a line is called alliteration. One example, okay, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Sound is repeated. That is a lot of examples are there in English. Many a mickle makes a muckle. Sound. Now, this for one example I provided you. What man has made of man? What man has made of man? What man? Man has made of man. Friends, in this poem, the poet used a lot of images, visual images. Visual images means images you see. Okay, no, the birds are visual images. No, and flowers, periwinkle, green bower. Okay, these all are visual images. And auditory images. One example, I heard 1,000 blended notes. 1,000 blended notes in example of auditory image. And lamenting. The word lamenting means crying. Okay, weeping. Lament. When someone cries, you can hear the voice. So lamenting is an example of auditory images. Then was tactile image. Tactile means that we touch and feel. No, the breezy air, leaves or the trees catch the breezy air. When breeze touches your body, what you feel? You feel tactile image. Okay, the poet used tactile images also. So plenty of visual images are there. Auditory images are there. Tactile image and olfactory image. Olfactory image means that we smell. Okay, that comes through our nose. Now, when I say rose, what do you feel? The picture of rose comes, and the smell of rose also comes to your mind. Here, mentioning the two flowers, periwinkle and primrose, that is an example of visual image. At the same time, is an example for olfactory image. Okay, friends, you have to do activities to be done. First one, every occasion in the exams, one question out of 5 marks is the appreciation of the poem. Friends, write an appreciation to the poem, lines written in the early spring. While you are writing appreciation, you keep in mind the theme of the poem and what the message is poet conveying to, and different poetic techniques used by the poet. The last question is, okay, a stanza based analysis. you read the first two stanza, read the following stanza and answer the questions that follow. Read the following stanza and answer the questions that follow. First question is like that. Who is the speaker of the poem? Who is the speaker of the poem? Second question. Where and when did the poet hear 1,000 blended notes? Where and when the poet hear 1,000 blended notes? You got the second question? I hope so. Third question. What made the poet sad? What made the poet sad? Third question. Haven't you got it? What made the poet sad? Fourth question is like this, friends. Identify the rhyme scheme followed in the poem. Identify the rhyme scheme followed in the poem or in the stanza. Last question. I heard 1,000 blended notes. I heard 1,000 blended notes. What figure of speech used in this rhyme? I heard 1,000 blended notes. What figure of speech used in this line? Thank you. We will meet again. Okay, once again I remind you, when you go home, you are staying at home. Whenever you get time, you must read this poem. At the same time, you go outside and enjoy the beauty of nature. Okay, we are blessed, we are Keralites. We are living in God's own country. We are blessed with rich vegetation, rich flora and fauna. William Wordsworth takes us to the wonderful world of nature. Okay, have a nice day.